So if you think I'm so guilty, why are you here?
I'd like to help you.
Right.
You need a lawyer, a high-powered lawyer, and I'm very well connected.
What's the catch?
People want to see who shot Laurel Dillon. America is riveted to their TV sets. They want to know what happened. They want to understand what drove you to it.
I didn't do it. And America doesn't want to understand. America wants to stare at me like I'm some kind of a freak in a sideshow so they can feel superior.
Janet, you're famous.
No, I'm infamous. There's a difference. And I don't want that. I want a simple life with my child and to be left alone. That is my complete wish list.
Children, is that why you killed Laurel? Because you wanted Amanda?
No!
You were heard arguing with Laurel in Tad's office. I mean, was she cruel to you? Did she threaten you?
I didn't kill her.
Then who did?
I don't know. Maybe it was a member of your audience. One of those people you had worked up into a frenzy, those hateful people.
You know, with a public defender and luck, you may just get life in prison. But with a high-powered lawyer, you could live out the rest of your days peaceful, easygoing. There are some mental hospitals that are quite luxurious. Think of it, privacy, long walks and sculpted gardens. I mean, that's what you want, right? A simple life? To be left alone?
You have a real gift for cruelty.
I have a checkbook with clout. I will pay in the high six figures for your exclusive interview. That should more than pay for your legal fees.
You can go to hell.
Okay. I'll see if I can get you TV privileges in here, okay? So you can see us when we air the tape of you, live and in living color, with the murder weapon in your hand.
You can't play that tape. People will think that I shot Laurel.
The tape speaks for itself, Janet. You had your chance. And if you change your mind, you know where you can reach me.
Michael, we are not trying to take advantage of or make money off of Laurel's death.
Yeah, right. It's art for art's sake.
It's news with a very, very powerful message. Well, don't you remember when the Challenger exploded? There were cameras trained on that ship and your crew. People watched, people who loved them.
Yeah, and I'm sorry that we did. I hated it when I found out that something went horribly wrong with that thing.
Listen to me, okay? My point was we mourned for that crew as a nation. And we're going to mourn for Laurel in exactly the same way. Now, before the show goes on, I'm going to air a disclaimer, okay?
A disclaimer? What are you going to say? Warning, don't try this at home, Tad?
At the end of it, I'm going to give an editorial.
An editorial? What kind of editorial are you going to give?
Mike, I give you my personal guarantee.
Your personal guarantee? What kind of personal guarantee are you going to give me, Tad? You really think that people are going to tune in to watch you pontificate? As soon as they get their fill of blood and guts and gore, they're going to change the channel. Don't give me that stuff about public service. Give me the videotape.
Mike, listen. Airing that show won't bring her back, but if it saves one life, even one, don't you think...
Oh, come on, Tad, don't give me that. Listen to yourself. You manufactured a room of hatred, you bring a woman in there who's a psychopath lunatic, and you leave handguns lying around.
I take personal responsibility for the gun.
Really, are you going to take responsibility when Trevor goes after Janet Green? You don't think he's going to shoot her head off when she looks at our family cross-eyed, Tad? Come on.
Protective custody.
Protective custody. That's really great. You're talking about an ex-mercenary who's ready to come out of retirement. You're talking about a former cop who's got friends on the force. If he wants to find Janet Green, believe me, he's going to find Janet Green, Tad.
Trevor, nobody knows exactly what happened.
What do you mean nobody knows? They arrested her. Somebody must have seen her shoot my wife.
They had Janet on videotape. She was holding the gun. It was after the shot
That's evidence
fired.
enough for me.
Look, the police picked her up last night.
Wait a second, sir. They've had her in the slam since last night and nobody told me?
You were in shock. Come on, under the circumstances...
Look, you'll take care of the kids, right?
Don't go down there. Trevor...
Newsflash. Maid's day off. Didn't you ever learn to make a bed? Who are you writing to?
I'm inviting the Queen to tea.
Well, it doesn't pay to be a royal these days. Take a lesson.
Do you mind? I'm trying to write to my daughter.
Bianca, right? Is she coming for family week? She could hang out with my Abby.
Bianca doesn't know that I'm here.
Why not?
I don't want to frighten her.
Frighten her. My kid jumped for joy when I came to rehab.
Bianca is an extremely sensitive little girl.
She ever seen you when you're high?
No, of course not.
Oh. You don't want the little princess to find out Her Highness is a junkie.
Why do you deliberately try to provoke me?
Because you bugged the tar out of me. From the time you checked in here, you've been acting just like your being here is nothing but a clerical error.
It is a mistake. I think it's wrong to put people who are innocent victims, who became chemically dependent through no fault of their own, in the same room with hardcore heroin and cocaine users.
Oh, look at you. Well, those hardcore addicts and users and drunks, they're trying to help you.
Oh, really? And exactly what are their credentials?
We get up there and we spill our guts and we share our pain so that you won't feel weird when it's your turn. It takes raw courage to admit that you've screwed up. Well, forget you, lady. It's your mess. You clean it up.
I don't need another lecture, especially not from somebody who...
Go ahead. Come on. Say it. From someone like me. Some pathetic junkie with horse tracks on her arm. You ever hear the phrase, have a heart? No wonder your husband walked out on you.
Are we having fun yet?
Oh, just one big party. Guests from hell, no privacy, no amenities. Oh, I may never leave.
Can I offer you a party favor? It's phone time. You get to reach out and touch someone.
Yes, finally. Finally, contact with the outside world.
Wild guess. You want me to keep the baby?
My wishes have nothing to do with it.
But you and Mama have said in not so subtle ways that you'd be happy to add a limb to the Martin family tree. Pretend that this baby never happened. That there's no great-grandchild to bounce on your knee. There's no blood of my blood, flesh of my flesh. Or think of me as the messed-up teenager that got knocked up and served a 9-month sentence and then did the right thing for herself and the baby.
Okay. Obviously, you've made up your mind. So, I don't think there'll be any problem with your seeing the baby. So what do you say? Shall I ask the nurse to bring him in?
Sure. Why not? What does it matter to me?
He's a handsome boy.
I wish I had my camera.
Oh. This is so amazing, Edwin.
You gonna cry?
I'll try not to. And he's strong. Did you feel his little grip earlier?
Yeah, we got a championship arm wrestler on our hands.
He's lucky to have two loving people who want to be his parents.
Thank you.
I'll leave you alone.
Come on, you. Come on, sweet pea. You gotta eat. You can grow up to be really strong like your daddy.
Maybe he wants a cheeseburger.
I think it's teeth before cheeseburgers. Not sure. But...
Come on, sweetie.
How's the young man doing?
Great. Well, he doesn't want to eat, though, at the moment. He's sort of sleeping.
He'll eat when he's hungry.
How's Kelsey?
All right.
Anything wrong, Joe?
No, nothing's wrong. It's just that since the baby was born on the run, as it were, Kelsey never really got a chance to see him. I think she'd like to spend a little time with the little guy.
Of course. Here you go.
Oh, we're all set. Oh, look at you.
Well, we won't be long. Why don't you give me that, just in case? You okay?
I'm fine.
Really?
Really? I mean, it's only natural that Kelsey would want to spend time with the baby. So she can get a chance to say goodbye.
We'll leave it to Opal not to be there. Yes, hello. I'd like to speak with Myrtle Fargate, please. No, I'm sorry. I don't know her room number. She's not. No. No message. Doesn't anybody stay put anymore? Olga's probably at lunch.
Hi, Erica.
Hello.
It's my turn to use the phone, Erica.
Yes, it's your turn to use the phone after I'm finished.
Get with the program, honey. Read the rule book. You get 15 minutes just like the rest of us poor slobs.
I never.
That's my roomie.
Oh, she has the manners of an animal.
I know.
I, for one, have had it. I really have. I mean, timed phone calls, cleaning toilets. They treat us like prisoners.
What do you say we make a break for it? Now, I'm going to ditch this pet. You want to come with me?
I brought you a visitor.
Whoopee.
Like to hold him?
Sure. Let's get this over with.
Well, I talked to Janet. What's wrong?
Mike Delaney came by.
And?
He, wanted to talk about the show, and it, got pretty ugly. I was right, Liza. There's no black and white, just endless shades of gray.
Well, I trust your instinct. What does your heart say? Can good come from that?
If I don't think any good could come for this, I should just fold up my tent right now. Well, we've got to air that show. It's our only hope.